What's up, y'all? Scapegoat dad, narc attack survivor, scapegoat child. How y'all been? Y'all living life? Yeah. Man, you know what I'm saying? It's so much trouble going on around the world, y'all. Just yesterday, some 18 years old kid walked into some elementary school in South Texas and murdered about 19 kids, y'all, and some babies. I think they say second grade, third grade, fourth grade. I've been around those kids, y'all. Kids at that age. I've been to a field trip with those kids at that age. When I went to a field trip with my youngest son, they're so innocent, y'all. They just excited about everything you got on you. They see extra zip in your jacket. They be like, "What is that? Oh my God, so many zips!" You know, they're innocent babies. So my heart goes out to the families of those children that lives cut short, y'all. But at the same time, the killer, you know, he's 18 years old. He himself once was a precious, beautiful child. What led him to do that? What happened? What went wrong in his life? They talk about his grandparents. He shot his grandma first, and then drove his pickup truck to the school, and he crushed the pickup truck. He shot the security guard at the front of the building and went inside and executed those kids and a teacher. But they don't talk about his parents. His grandma got shot. She's still in the hospital, battling with her injury, but they don't talk about where his mom and his dad, who are they, how he was left with the grandma. They don't talk about that. Nobody would just wake up and become a killer, you know what I'm saying? Especially killing innocent babies. Somebody did something to that child. During his upbringing. I know they say kids were making fun of him, teasing him for his stutterness. I learned he was not allowed to graduate either from high school. You know. But I just can't believe it, you know, 18 years old can have two and not 15. I'm 44 years old, y'all. I ain't got no weapons. I don't even got the permit. It was just 2-3 weeks ago. Another kid murdered about 10 people in the black community, Buffalo, New York. He walked in the grocery store and shoot at them. So I don't know what's going on, y'all. Right here in the US, the gun violence is just, it's getting out of control. And the politicians don't care. All these narc politicians, they feed off of all these innocent blood being shed in the country. The spirits of death is in this country. The spirits of death is definitely right here in Shah City. I don't usually watch news. I got 3 boys, you know. Even though they're not at the 4th grade level right now, but I remember when I take them to school, you know, when I went to field trip with them. So this tragedy hits me, y'all. I shed some tears this morning. Today's Wednesday, May 25th. The shooting happened yesterday. Before I went to bed, they say there was 14 students got killed. I woke up this morning, they say close to 19 students and some teachers. That's a lot. That's a lot of innocent life. Lost for what? I don't know. But this definitely has got something to do with mental illness. You got to be mentally ill to grab an NR-15, go little kids' school and murder them. You got to be mentally ill. Nobody do that in the right mind, yo. I just thought about those parents, you know. The moms hearing this bad news. And then at the same time I thought about the covert narc. Covert narcissistic mother feed off of this kind of things. When it happens to their own child, they do. Believe me, they do. They love it. Covert narcissistic mother love it. They love the attention that comes with it, with the loss of their child. They will shed tears, like crocodile tears in front of people, while they're feeding off of their own child being executed, y'all. That's the reality, y'all. I witnessed, I watched covert narcissistic mother will intentionally either murder their own child or have it murdered, or will intentionally disable it physically, if not physically, mentally. I'm a witness to that. And nobody knows what that narcissistic mother is doing to the child. Nobody. Only when they see the finishing product, that child come out completely insane and they be like, what happened? His own mother did that to him. Covert narcissistic mother don't care if their child is dead. They don't care. Hell, they will even kill it themselves. Sacrifice that baby for the devil, for Jezebel. But not every parents, not every mother's like that. Healthy parents love their daughters and sons, especially little ones. Toxic, narcissistic parents will torture the child behind closed doors, abuse them mentally, physically, sexually, psychologically, starve them, beat them, call them names, put them down, devalue them, while pretending a victim on public, especially inside the church. No child is a bad child. Every child is innocent, born in us an innocent child. Something horrible happened down the road. God don't make no mistake. Every child is fearfully and wonderfully made. I'm a scapegoat child. I just happen to survive. Since childhood, they try to eliminate me. But you know what? I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? I'm still here. So I'm going to continue to share my story dealing with a covert narcissist for 16 years, as well as a childhood abuse, childhood trauma as a child. A total of 39 years of abuse until I break free and run away from my life. 2016. But I won't be able to say much today, y'all. Although I want to continue what I left off, sharing my story from the last time. Today I wanted to talk about covert narcissist will kick you while you're down. It doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter if you're experiencing a death in the family, if you're experiencing a loss of job, illness, loss of a child. They don't care. Covert narcissist, once he caused a narcissistic injury, especially if you discard them, they don't care. They will keep hitting you hard while you're down. I survived that. In 2019, when I sold my home, after I'd been gang-stalked by the covert narcissist and her flying monkeys, I fled the house, y'all. Sold it, everything else it is, and fled the home. That covert narcissist knows that that house was sold because the flying monkeys will come and shake. They'll let her know I don't live there no more. So you know what she did? She went back to court for asking for more money for child support. 3 months right after my dad died, 3 months right after I sold my home. By this time I was sleeping in my car, sometimes in my friend's house. And she could not find me to serve me that child support modification letter from her lawyer, because this time it was not coming from the child support agency. It was coming from her private attorney, since she didn't know where I lived. I was using a P.O. box. The first child support I was served on my job. The child support modification, since it was not coming from child support enforcement agencies, they could not find me. The gang stalked me, drove me out of my house. The spirits of Jezebel was also on me. I was like Elijah, you know what I'm saying? I was driving around and sleeping in a different neighborhood. I found more peace like that. But finally, after 10 months, I found that letter in my P.O. box, in my mailbox. Whenever I receive letter from child support agency, my entire body just go through trauma, you know what I'm saying? So I opened that letter. Of course, it says child support modification, and it was around December. Christmas was approaching. So I was like, oh man, now I gotta get me a lawyer to help me with this child support modification. I wasn't even making any money, y'all, at that time. It was the beginning of COVID. I was already terminated from Uber and Lyft. I wasn't making overtime in my full-time job. So I googled an attorney that could help me with the child support modification. I found a lady online on Google, which I never met before. I never even know her, you know what I'm saying? Since she lives in the area, I went to visit her in her office. She was like, I'm gonna charge you $2,600. I'm like, what? Just for child support modification? She said, yeah. And then she dropped down her fees to $2,000. I paid her $1,000 on the spot. I left a letter with her, and I left her office. This was gonna be a Zoom court anyway, because it was still COVID. And the narc just lost her mom prior to this, maybe about 3-4 months. She just buried her mom. Other healthy people, they'd be like, man, I just lost my mom, he just lost his dad. I'm not gonna go after him for more money, man. I'll just use whatever I got. Not narcissists. Covert narcissists, it doesn't matter if you're dangling from the tree dying. They will still go to court to get everything they can from you. It's not about the money. It's about crushing you, stomping on you, finishing you. I say, Nebuchadnezzar, please. You can't finish me. I'm not built to break. I'm built to last. I already survived all your attack. So anyway, y'all, I hired this lawyer to help me with the child support modification. When you hire a lawyer, you expect them to work for you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know her. I didn't know if she was a narcissist or anything like that. But all I know, by the time the judge called for a Zoom court meeting, I was in my lawyer's office to do the Zoom meeting. They asked me for 2 years of credit card statements, 1 year of bank statements. 2 years of credit card statements, y'all. I walk into our office with a paper stock like that. And they never asked the narc for nothing. But I was shocked at the end, I find out my own lawyer works against me. Somebody that I never met that I found on Google, hired to help me with this child support modification. She works against me. Her and her lawyer, which both female attorneys, manipulate the judge. You know what I'm saying? And they decide to raise the child support by $200 when I never make no extra money, y'all. Literally, the two attorneys talked to each other and finished the deal. And she asked me to pay additional $1,000. I paid. And that's when I learned, from my attorney that the narc actually cashed out her retirement. I don't know, it could be for the death of her mother, or they threw a wedding before that to diminish my light just because I was a homeowner and I outshined them. I didn't do it to outshine nobody, y'all. I need a home to live. So I've learned right there and with my attorney that she cashed out her retirement, but she never put it in the paper, That's shot city right there. So my lawyer was like, it's gonna go out by $200. I'm like, how? I'm like, I didn't make no money. I'm like, how could you let that happen? You know what she said? My own attorney, y'all, that's somebody that's supposed to work for me. She was like, you got plenty of time to work. Who say that, y'all? What kind of lawyer that you hire to help you say stuff like that? I'm like, what you mean I have plenty of time to work? Do I have to work like a slave? So they raised it by $200. I told my lawyer, I'm like, this ain't got nothing to do with supporting the kids. You're asking me to bring a 2 years of credit card statements. I'm like, what are you looking for? What are they looking for? What could the narc be telling her lawyer and the judge that I have to bring that much documents? Why she bring nothing, yeah? My own attorney was like, she didn't even give us that much. I'm like, what you telling me that for? Why are you telling me to bring this much and you don't ask her to bring the same? That's how you know. Even if you hire a lawyer thinking that attorney will work for you, sometimes you might, if you're an empath and a scapegoat dad and a survivor, you might end up hiring a narcissistic lawyer, yeah, and you don't even know about it. So I just want y'all to know, not only narcissists will kick you while you're down, but whatever kind of lawyer that you hire, especially if you hire a female lawyer to go against another covert female narcissist and another female lawyer, they might work together to take advantage of you. So make sure, you do your homework, shop around. I didn't shop around, I don't like stress, you know what I'm saying? If I have to pay something, I just pay and get it off my back. And then at the end, my lawyer's gonna ask me additional $600. Even though the case was completely finished, they finished it themselves, y'all. It was done. I don't think the judge even ain't got nothing to do with it. So I told my lawyer, man, listen, man, you can take as much money as you want. I don't need a lot of money to be happy. I can just sit here and look at the trees behind me and still be happy. And when that narc find out what makes me happy, and she find out is the tree that I'm looking at, I told her she's gonna tell the judge to have that tree removed. Know what I'm saying? So narcissists will kick you when you're down. That's how they feel in the inside, you know what I'm saying? So they can bring you to their level. That narc can never bring me to her level. I was never her level in the first place. I just didn't know who I was. I didn't know me. I was buried in the dirt, yo. Now I know. Now I know who I am. You can take as much as you want. You cannot bring me to your level. So I just want all the scapegoat dads, all the fathers dealing with the covert narcissist through these child support things. Don't think the lawyer you hire to help you is going to work for you. Sometimes not. If you're lucky, maybe. In my case, it didn't work in my favor. And then I didn't realize until later I hired a narc, yo. I'm like, oh my God, how could I not see that? 6 years later, I'm still not discerning the spirits. But you know what? It's all good. I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Whatever the enemy stole from me, I can get it back. 7 times. In the name of Jesus. So I just want to share that today, y'all. I hope y'all take care of yourself. Scapegoat dad. Don't plan to go toe-to-toe with a covert narcissist for any kind of custody. You're not going to win. Use the money that you're planning to pay for the lawyer to better yourself. Get yourself a nice jacket. Get a nice haircut. Take care of your teeth. So you can smile at that narc. Every time when that narc think you're down, he just be like, I can see right through you. I see you, narc. You take care of yourself, you know what I'm saying? You spend that money on yourself. You might not even be satisfied with the outcome when at the end the judge say, okay, dad, you can become a weekend dad. You'll be so mad when your kids show up at your crib naked. Now you're in calls and the children's are looking for an outfit for your kids. Talk about they came like this. Yeah, she sent them like that. You already know narcs don't care about their kids anyway. They were never gonna take them to the doctor anyway. The only reason they fight with you is just to drive you insane. So don't fight. Because at the end, even the kid's not gonna love you either. Because they don't know what love is. By the time they turn 17, 18, they've been told so many negative things about you. They're gonna see you the same way the narc sees you. So if you wanna get the respect from your kids, cut yourself off. Don't fight over custody. If you're married to the narc, that's a different story. Because now you got alimony. But whatever it is, just don't give up. Pay your dues. Whatever you got left, live your life. Scapegoat dad, scapegoat child, narc attack survivor. Whatever you do, don't give up on yourself. Keep living your life. Keep bettering yourself. Keep working hard. Don't fled the country because of child support. Don't stop working because of child support. Matter of fact, add more source of income. And use the money to better yourself. I wish all of y'all the best. Scapegoat dad. Live your life. Shaw City forever, y'all. Holla at y'all later. Take care. Enjoy this day. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful day. Any day without the narcissist, any day above ground is a good day. Let them take whatever they take, y'all. Enjoy what you got. God's got the blessing for you. It's good enough. You dig what I'm saying? It's good enough.